Stephen was so touched, he didn't expect that his good buddy in college would be so interesting. Gerald looked dazed. What's the situation? This tea is worth more than 200,000? It's worth more than 200,000. DMN, isn't this DMN cheating? The students were also shocked. This time, no one dared to look down upon Charlie again. After all, he is a person who gives gifts of more than 200,000 worth paintings at random. Everyone is envious of Stephen. Really awesome. I received such an expensive gift at the opening, earning blood. At this time, Lily was also shocked, and immediately changed her opinion of Charlie. She knew her father's level very well. Since her father said the painting was worth more than 200,000, it must be worth this number. God! Stephen's classmates actually gave such an expensive gift. This handwriting is not so big. Thinking of this, she looked at Charlie's eyes with stars. Claire asked puzzledly, "Charlie, how much did you spend on this painting?" Charlie smiled slightly and said in a low voice, "In fact, it didn't cost much. The main reason was that the one who sold the painting to me was an acquaintance, and he also collected it from the omission, so he dealt with it at a low price." Claire couldn't help but said, "A painting of 200,000, a few thousand sold to you, is there such a good thing in the world?" Charlie said indifferently, "Many people don't take money seriously? Otherwise, I wouldn't give this painting to Stephen." Claire nodded lightly. Charlie was right. If money is important, no one would give such expensive things. It seems that although her husband is not very promising, his courage is still beyond ordinary. At this moment, Charlie stood up, looked at Gerald with a flustered expression, and asked with a smile, "Mr. Gerald, how do you want to eat at this table? Do you eat directly with your mouth or would like it chopped with a knife into pieces for you?" Gerald really wants to die. "Oh shush, T. What's up? Did you go out today without reading the almanac? Why did you get slapped by Charlie one after another? Even if he killed himself, this painting turned out to be real, and it was worth more than 200,000. However, he has already said his bold words. What should he do now? Should he really eat the table? Impossible. When the car burns, you can buy it again, but how can the table be eaten? If you really eat it, don't people want to die?" Other classmates also ridiculed him at this time. "Oh, Gerald, you said to eat the table yourself, don't you regret it again at this time?" "Yes, everyone is still waiting for your performance." Don't know who slapped the table, but a voice came, "Brother Gerald, please start your performance." Gerald's expression was extremely ugly, and he blurted out, "Everyone, classmates, don't you need to be so downhearted at this time? Callous?" Charlie said with a smile, "You provoked this matter yourself. Everyone just urged you to fulfill your promises. Why do you get down?" Gerald knew that he couldn't get over with this crop today, so he could only endure his anger. He said in an annoying voice, "I was impulsive just now. I didn't know it. I apologize to Charlie and everyone. I hope everyone will be able to forgive." Seeing that he suddenly softened, everyone was very surprised. Is this still Gerald? When did he admit it? But Gerald had no choice. What to do? If he doesn't admit that he's to eat the table, it's impossible to eat it. If he acts shamelessly, he must have committed public anger, and everyone still doesn't know how to ridicule him. Therefore, the only way at the moment is to admit the mistake, and only then can he overcome this hurdle. Sure enough, as soon as he admitted, some classmates said, "Oh, it is not easy for Gerald to admit his mistake and apologize. Besides, it is impossible for everyone to really force others to eat the table, so let's forget it." That's right, forget it. It's impossible to eat a table. No one has eaten a table. Let's start it quickly. Charlie also knew that it was impossible for Gerald to eat at the table, but now that he admits it, his goal has been achieved. If you pretend to be forced, you have to clean up. However, it is not enough for you to pretend to be so coercive and to tidy up like this. It is just the beginning, and there will be more miserable waiting for him later. So he said, since Gerald has admitted his mistake and apologized, forget about eating the table. Today is the day when Stephen Hotel opened, so don't steal the limelight. Gerald breathed a sigh of relief. But in his heart, he can't wait to kill Charlie to relieve his only hatred. Charlie didn't plan to let him go either. He sent a text message to Doris Young. Which vice president of the company has the surname White, and his son is Gerald, please check for me. Doris Young quickly replied, there is a vice president named Young-Hai White, and his son is named Gerald. What's the matter with the chairman, what is your order? Charlie replied, knock him off and let him go now. Okay, sir. Gerald didn't know that his father had been expelled from the Emgrand Group and was walking through the expulsion process at the Emgrand Group. After finally overcoming the gambling spell, he breathed a sigh of relief, but he was secretly thinking that he must find an opportunity to take revenge on Charlie.